Right, so you go to your template and look at the first instruction. It says to edit the cover page, which is optional. So you can put a rectangle around that. You can copy and paste the picture and statistics, what have you. Second, you must write your full name. So go to your blank template, update your cover page, write your full name. All right. Yes, you can include a photo. You can do anything with your cover page. It's up to you, because it's your book you write in, so you can do whatever you want with your cover page. Okay, there's no limit. All right. Just make sure your name is there for the second instruction. Third instruction, it says write an average filling. Okay, so there's a first, the second hypothesis is saying the average filling is less than or equal to. So you need a number there. So you go to your Excel spreadsheet. Okay. You go to your Excel spreadsheet, and on the positive math fillings, you calculate the average. So you can go to average 70.1. So you can use 70 if you want, or you can use something close to it. The average mathematics filling is less than or equal to 75. You can put 75 if you want. Right? You can put a number higher than what you get because it's less than or equal to, or greater than, or you can put 80 because that will be a right tail. So you want a positive Z value, so you can put 80, more than 80, or 75. Here you can use 75. You don't have to put the exact value. Okay. So the average mathematics filling is greater than 75. Because this will be a right tail, so it'd be good to put an average greater than the one you calculated. You understand? And if it's less than, you'll put a number less than the one you calculated. Okay? Because greater than will be a right tail, so that'll be a positive number for Z. Less than will be a left tail. You want a negative number for Z. Okay? And then you put that same number there. So because it's greater than, we're using 75. So you'll get a positive Z when you're calculating Z. We all know what Z is. X bar minus mu. Now, for number 3, you do that the same thing for hypothesis 3, right? For time spent practicing maths, that will be a less than. So when you calculate when you complete the column for yes, when you complete the column for time, or look time here. Well, time is completed already. Let's find the average. Oh, you put minutes by it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, because you put text. You know, you're confusing Excel right now because Excel doesn't recognize text. It's like a calculator. So because you already said time in minutes already, so you don't have to put minutes again. So you have to delete all those minutes that is there. You have to delete all those minutes that is there, so that Excel can calculate the average. Okay. Now, just to speed up things, so let's presume that these are your 40 values. Let's presume that these are your 40 values. Okay. And put a 50 there, 80. Okay, let's presume that these are your 50 values. Okay. So what you do now, you calculate an average, you go back again, calculate an average. So you have to delete minutes for all of them. With Excel still is a bit confused. So let's say you get 30. So because because let's go back to right. Because this is saying, oh, but and by the way, you don't do that in the instructions, you do that in your template. So because this is saying, let's say we put 75 there, right? In the more than, we put 75. Greater than, we put 75. So the time now saying less than, and you get 40. So less than will give you a right tail. Okay, less than will be a right tail. So what you do, you choose a number that is less than the 40 you get, less than the average, so you can get a left tail. So let's put 25 there. Okay, so you get a left tail. Okay, because less than is a left tail. So you need a negative number, x bar minus mu. Oh, no, sorry. This number is mu. This number is mu. Okay, so you have x bar minus mu. So if you get 70 for x bar, we're supposed to put a smaller number. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, it wasn't really making sense, but I just was trying to figure out what was wrong. Yeah. You suppose this is mu. And the numerator going to have x bar minus mu. Everybody know what I'm talking about, right? When you're calculating z. So x bar minus mu, for it to get a positive number, mu have to be smaller. All right. So you got 70 and you're saying, okay, the fillings is greater than 65, which of course making sense. So if you get 70, then someone will say, oh, well, the mean is greater than 65. Okay, which is making sense. So again, I repeat, you collected a sample of 30 and you calculated an average of 70, and you're wondering, okay, well, the average look like it is greater than 65 because you got 70 and you're thinking of a number for the whole population. So then you're saying, all right, 70 I got for 40 students. So that means most likely the average must be more than 65, which making sense, isn't that so? Okay, so when you calculated your average, you put a number. If this is a right tail, you put a number smaller than your average. Your average is your x bar. Whatever number you get in your calculation here, these are your x bars. So you get 70 for your x bar. So you want to talk about the population now. All right. The population will be like 2,000 students, whatever. So then you say, okay, if 30, I got an average of 70, so most likely the average for the 2,000 must be more than 65. Okay. Okay, so therefore now that will give you right. So for the left tail now, look at the time. The left tail is less than. So we got 30, isn't that so? We got 30, let's say we got 30. So then you will say, well, okay, then the average must be less than, okay? You have to put a number higher than 30. Yes, your mu will have to be higher than your average. Okay, so we have to delete that and let's say put 45, right, for it to get a left tail. So if it's a right tail, your mu will have to be smaller than your average. If it's a left tail, your mu have to be greater than your average. So you can repeat that again, replay it for it to register, okay? Because we got 70 here and it's a right tail, so we use 65. We got 30 here for average and it's a left tail, so we use 35. Okay? And the same thing you do for score, all right? Math score. Where's math average score of mathematics students? Where's the score? So you have time and then you have score. You still put the same thing, you put percentage again. So you should not have done that. Let's see what Excel will do to give you the average. So you need pure numbers there for you to calculate the average. Oh, so Excel recognizing the percentage sign as a symbol. as a character, so it calculates the average. But MINS is not an international symbol, so Excel was not programmed for MINS, but it was programmed for percentage. So 67%, and let's see what kind of tail is that. So the average score is not, oh, so therefore now you can use, is a two tails, so you can use any, you can go up or down. Okay. You can even use 60, no, not to use 67 because you're going to get 0. You're going to get 0 for your Z. Okay, 50-50. So don't use the exact, because remember you're going to do X bar minus mu. So you put the exact number, you're going to get 0 for your Z. Z is equal to X bar minus mu over. Okay. So you can put any number there with 67. So you can put greater than or less than, that's a two tail. So you can put 670, you can put 64. You can put any value for the two tails. So that's what I put. I put a left tail, a right tail, a left tail, and a two tail. Okay. So for the right tail, you put a mu smaller. For the left tail, you put a mu greater. And for the two tail, it could be greater or lesser. Okay. So therefore now we just put 70. Okay. So that's what you do to complete instructions 3, 4, and 5. Okay.